Dontae Johnson. I mean, he got beat, one-on-one. I don't know, 3 or 2 times.
Yeah.
And then we got Shareece Wright. I don't know. I'm really not feeling this guy. Craig Dahl, Vance McDonald, always getting injured, man.
I don't want to lose Reggie Bush or Jarryd Hayne. I don't know why people are still questioning Hayne about making the team. I mean, I think he secured his spot already here.
It's all PC. Jarrett's not going to get cut. There's too many reasons why, other than even his playing right now, that he's not going to get cut.
Are you listening?
Let me start out by saying this. You will probably rarely hear me say anything negative about the San Francisco 49ers. Some people call criticism keeping it real. I call it blasphemy. I have this to say about that game. First of all, did the 49ers look tired, lethargic, lack of pep, as if they didn't really feel like playing, missing tackles? How do they go from looking like what they look like in this game to what they looked like last week? I blame the elevation in Denver, Colorado. It's an unfair advantage for anybody to go to Colorado to play football. I hate that. You know what I did? I went and looked back to see when was the last time the 49ers beat the Broncos in Colorado. It was in 2002. I think the Broncos should be made to come down and play at sea level. It's just not right. That said, though, we had some bright spots. NaVorro Bowman. He actually looked better in this game than he did the week before. What does that mean? If he's going to continue to improve every week, before you know it, NaVorro Bowman's going to be unstoppable. He won't need anybody to help him on defense. Just send Bowman out there. Just amazing stuff. Loved it. Also, other bright spots. Kenneth Acker picking off the legendary Peyton Manning. That was good to see. It looks like it may be Kenneth starting opposite Tremaine Brock in the secondary. I think it's pretty much coming to a close as to what's going to happen there. Also, Carlos Hyde, Reggie Bush looking really good on the run game. And then, of course, Colin Kapernick is already receiving a lot of shots from 49er fans. I ain't going to say anything to you about that, but that hole on the right side has to be administered to before he can even begin to show off anything. Here's something else I heard the other day which made me think, and you take this for what it's worth, just words, but it seems a lot of teams in the NFL, you're only seeing what they want you to see. Right now, we're seeing the offensive line that looks pretty bad. Jimmy Tomsula was caught up with after the game and he was asked, Colin Kaepernick had plenty of time at the line of scrimmage to read the defense and audibilize. Jimmy T stayed calm and he says, we didn't give Colin any audible packages before this game. We didn't come into this game with a game plan. We were looking at other things. That would justify a lot of what we've seen, right? So get up off of Colin for a minute and wait until the opening night. Here's another thing. Why is Colin Kaepernick walking around very confident, smug, and calm when people ask him questions? In fact, they asked him after that game. You know what Colin said? Colin said the game was as it was. That's why we play preseason games, because that's what they're for. Remember some months ago as well, Colin said, I have something coming up in this season. I can't tell you anything more about it. I'm telling you right now, we heard later after that, 7 storms coming. I know it all sounds a little crazy, but I'm willing to wait at least until opening night. NRL fans, now NFL fans, I have learned so much from you in the last couple of weeks, especially about Jarryd Hayne and how the league works. What I really enjoyed just the other day, and I'll just throw this to you, my American friend, Jarryd Hayne, his father is Manoah Thompson. Manoah Thompson played for Sydney, South Sydney, some years ago. I'm not sure which league it was, but he was a very good ball player. You know what that means? It's in Jarryd's DNA to play the way he plays. Something else too. When you attend Levi Stadium, and it's going to happen soon, when you see Jarryd Hayne score a touchdown, and I guarantee you that's going to happen soon, you've got to stand up, spread your wings. Jarryd goes through a flight pattern every time he scores. Stand up and do that with him. Pass the word around. Make sure that everybody starts. That's got to be done. Jarryd's a very sensitive guy. Can you imagine him looking up and seeing Levi Stadium all around him, making him feel at home with that playing? Probably break out in tears on the sideline. But from that point on, he will be an unleashed beast. He'll be so excited. So remember, pass it around. If Jarryd gets into the end zone, get up. It's time for the Hayne play.
Ronbo!
Yo!
I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro.
Yeah?
I know it's preseason and all.
Yeah.
Coach is looking at new players,
True.
making evaluations and such.
That's
But
right.
winning just feels good, man.
I know it.
That game needed some more Hayne playing flavor for me.
Hey, you got my
Yo, this
vote.
is over, Ronbo. Jay Hayne is the return man, period.
Yeah.
He has a pump-up effect on the team, too. Did you notice that?
I did notice that. I was
I'll
just
tell you
talking about
something
that.
else, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's going to be a Reggie Bush, Carlos Hyde backfield this season. Did you see that 22-yard run?
You
That
know I
was
did.
insane. Hey, who you got in your cut list, Ronbo?
I can't say. I don't know.
And did
I
we cut Jonathan Martin yet?
months ago.
Oh, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
And can we get rid of Shareece Wright?
Oh, I wish. He's got a contract.
Oh, that's terrible. That boy makes me nervous the moment he steps on the field, Ronbo.
Oh, you and me both, man. You and me both.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll see you when you wrap up.
Yeah, I'll look for you. Alright, but with that said, I want to go to the Niner camp right now. Let's find out your feelings on this game against the Denver Broncos.
Niner fam, we got nothing to be overly concerned about. Is introducing Pedro. Pedro, what's up, man?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Man, we need to get one thing straight right now. Game ain't over yet. This is preseason. You know what's really funny, Pedro? Last week, though, I was telling people, we be kicking butt. See, we beat the Cowboys up, right? So this
Right.
week, after we lose, I say, man, don't worry.
I mean, yeah, it's only preseason, so I'm not too worried. Yeah.
That's right. And Pedro, my thing was, you ever been to Colorado before? I went to the Grand Canyon some years ago, and I remember, even if you walk up a hill, just a little place, you're like, being up a mile-high altitude. I'm thinking the players were affected by that yesterday. Did it seem to you like the players may have been a little tired after 3 or 4 days in Colorado?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but most of it, I think they were just out of sync. That has a lot to do with it. You need that chemistry to play, and that's part of it. That's what I think, But that defensive line and the offensive line, whew, they need some work, to be honest.
That's another story right there. And which brings me to the question is, Colin Kaepernick. Now, each week we evaluate his performances. We think about what he's done before compared to what's now. Everybody's shell-shocked because they think, oh man, don't bring me back that same Colin Kaepernick this year. But your feeling is, was it the offensive line, as you just mentioned, or was it Cap? Or are you somewhere in between, or what's up with that?
It's the offensive line completely. Not the whole offensive line, but the right side. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you saw Eric Pierce. He got beat like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. We need to figure that out.
Pedro, you know what worries me about that, Pedro? Eric Pierce, that's supposed to be his specialty. He's a pass protector. You can't run with Eric, but he's the guy with all that size and strength. He keeps the quarterback safe normally, and I did see that fail.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think it's Kaepernick's fault. He could only do so much with so much pressure. I mean, what can you do? But he'll make it happen come week 1, for sure. For sure.
But now, see, here's the thing. Now, with that being said, does it appear to you that Blaine Gabbert makes his reads a lot faster than Kaepernick and gets rid of the ball? I mean, I don't know. Is it just me, or did I noticed that in the first game? But I said, he ain't playing against anybody. He's playing against the second line defenders.
Right. Yeah. He's playing against the 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
If Kaepernick was playing against the 2s and 3s, he'd be lighting it up all day. But you know what? This is the first string. It's different, I think. I don't know.
No, man,
But
You're right. I want to believe that more than I want to believe anything else. So all I need to do was somebody to tell me just what you just said. I'm okay.
I'm a Kaepernick believer. He got this, man.
I believe it too. Hey, our boy, was Bowman looking good yesterday or what?
Ooh, you saw that hit on that running back? Oh my God, amazing, amazing.
And the quickness.
Yeah. No knee brace. Look at he's back to form, man. He's ready to go. Ready.
You know, I got a feeling, Pedro, taking a year off in some players' cases is a good thing. Adrian Peterson came back from his knee,
yeah,
and then he got suspended for misbehavior. So Adrian Peterson gets hurt. He comes back the next season. He's just crazy good. Who else that you can think of in football history that's come back after an injury and looked really good like Bowman and Peterson? That's just amazingly crazy.
Yeah, biggest name I could think of is Peterson, but I know that he had that crazy trainer that he trained with, did crazy workouts to got him to form, and I mean, he's back.
All right, now here's my question. See, because I know that Reggie Bush has already said, "Hey man, I want to do the kickoff return," and also Bruce Ellington was our man last year. Right now, if I'm the boss and I come in and I ask, Pedro, who are you going to start this week at punt return? Who are you going to start?
I'm starting Jarryd Hayne, straight up, straight up. Honestly, I saw them, return DeAndre White, Reggie Bush. We saw Bruce Ellington. They ran it back, but nothing too special. I wasn't too excited. But when Jarryd Hayne was back there, I don't know, something special with this kid. He could run the ball. He makes things happen. And every time the momentum's going to change when he gets the ball. I guarantee it. He needs to be playing on this team for real.
Tell you something else on that. You hit upon that point that I'm thinking about. The team seems to get fired up. Did you see the inspiration of each and every time playing Dallas? Even when we played poorly in that first game, as soon as that offense got on the field, they made things happen. If it wasn't 3 points, it was something close to a touchdown. There was just something in the air that made those guys, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right.
Tell you something else, the game was a little bit boring without Hayne in the first half.
Right. All field goals, man. All field goals. No touchdowns. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. We did stop Peyton Manning. No touchdowns against us. So
that was interesting. All right, who are you going to let go, man? We got players. You know what? It's probably, at this point, it's easier to say who are you going to keep rather than who are you going to let go? Have you got any people in mind? Or?
I got a lot in mind, honestly. I got a couple names. But, all right, here we go. Got it ready?
Yeah.
We got Nick Bellor. Linebacker. I haven't seen anything special with him. Dontae Johnson. I mean, he got beat, one-on-one, I don't know, 3 or 2 times.
Yeah.
And then we got Shareece Wright. I don't know. I'm really not feeling this guy. Craig Dahl. Vance McDonald, always getting injured, man. He caught the ball last game against the Cowboys, little 5-yard out. Got hurt after being tackled. I don't know about that. And my surprise pick, Quinn Patton. Sorry. I gotta let him go. He's not doing anything for me, but my dice is on, DeAndre White.
I agree, and you know what? I keep looking at QP, and I think, he's a guy that everybody seems to really like, and they don't want to cut him loose. I know they don't want to cut him loose. Well, the fans don't want to see him cut loose. But every time Quentin gets in the game, I'm now worried,
Yeah.
I guess the Quentin Patton, it has come to a time when a decision has to be made to say goodbye to QP.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes you got to learn how to let go to get to where you want to be. So,
because DeAndre's going to beat him out no matter what. And I thought about maybe can you keep QP on special teams, but I'm not sure how special teams are arranged. Do you need to be coming from a position? Are you a part of this group, this group, this group? Is there a special teams unit? I'm trying to figure that one out. Do you know anything about that part?
I mean, we got plenty of players on special teams. I mean, I don't see any place for him on the special teams either. I think he needs to find a different team. No offense to him. He's a good player, but, I mean, we're stacked. We're good.
QP, we've loved you, man, for the last 2 years, though, okay?
All right. Sorry, Quinn. My bad. Respect.
Well, listen, Pedro, before you leave, man, I got to have the holla. I'm going to give you the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Niners! Yeah.
Introducing fam member number God knows what, Rich. Rich, how you doing, man?
Doing good today. How about yourself?
Oh man, I can be better, man. I'll be better when after week 4 when we're 4-0.
That's right. That's right.
Rich, where are you, man?
I'm coming out of Hollister, California. It's actually near San Jose, so not that far from Levi's.
Rich, I know where it is, man. I grew up in that area, man. I'm right down the road from Salinas, California, man, where I grew up. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we should run through Hollister, Monterey Bay area. Rich, I'm a little worried about one thing in this game we just watched in Denver.
Let me know.
Our guys look tired. They were missing tackles, Rich. They looked awful from the week before we played the Dallas Cowboys. We were just kicking butt. What do you think?
I think personally, I think that there could have been more than just one factor of elevation. I'm pretty sure that was one, knowing that they're playing a mile high, and second, Denver is a different time zone. I'm pretty sure, so they have to get used to that. And then they only practice I guess a couple days, 3 to 5 days, I want to say.
Yeah, that's right.
So every team's going to be soft in the preseason. You're not going to see them go 100 at all either. So I think we'll get it fixed out by the time week 1 comes.
I like that, Rich. I like optimism because I'm reading too much hate. So yeah, go on, man. You got some other points you want to make too. Go right ahead, man. I'm listening.
All right. I have a couple points here, but Reggie Bush, oh man, he's crazy. He's playing just like he did. He's playing just like he did in New Orleans, and he played quick in New Orleans. The only thing I think is that I think Hayne has an edge on him when it comes to returning kicks and all that stuff. But Reggie, he's doing good as a running back.
Awesome point, man, because I was just about to ask you, okay, the auditions were on in this game. We see Reggie go out there and field the kick. We see Bruce Ellington, also DeAndre White. And I'm asking the whole world, did anybody so far see anybody unseating Jarryd Hayne as our number 1 punt and kick return man?
Honestly, I see him as our number 1 because that guy, every time he has the ball in his hands, it's like magic that comes out of him. I don't see that. I haven't seen that in so long. I can't even remember when the last time we had a kick return.
Let me see if I can do it with my fingers. The step.
Yeah.
That step is scary, man. And guys are going to get scared about that in the league. And my only fear about that is they won't kick the ball to us after a while. But that's still a weapon, too. Because if you're not a fantastic kicker and you can't angle that ball out of sides, we already got good field position right there, bro.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a win-win either situation. And Hayne, he's just crazy. I mean, he's getting used to being a running back, actually, when he's in the backfield. But when he gets the ball in the open field, anything could happen from there. He almost returned, I want to say, 2 punt returns against the Cowboys, and every punt return he's getting, it's been positive yards for us.
He's getting better and better at that too. All right, okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about running backs anyway. I'm concerned about Trent, who's always doing things really suddenly and quickly. Did you feel? Because we just talked about Reggie Bush. Did you feel though Kendall Hunter? Is there some redundancy between Kendall Hunter, Reggie Bush, and also Mike Davis? Can you do without one of them? Because we could possibly use a little more depth on the offensive line. What would you do if you got an offer for Kendall Hunter and somebody's going to give you a pretty good offensive lineman? What would you do?
It's
a tough.
Honestly, I think it is because we've been with. Actually, Kendall Hunter is the first guy I ever seen score in real life at a Colts game I went to. So I'm a big fan of him.
Okay.
So honestly, I think if we let him go, we'd be fine because, we got Hyde. He's like a combination of Frank Gore, and he has that speed to him. He's like a young Gore. He runs just like him. And, with Jarryd Hayne to come in when we need him, Reggie Bush or Mike Davis, I think, we'll be fine if we let go Kendall Hunter. But I think we need to fix the O-line more than we need to fix our running backs.
It comes down to priorities, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You got some more points you want to make. Jump on it, man.
Yeah, let me get this real quick. All right, I'm going to save the best for last, which is about last season. So, 2 guys I'm excited about on defense are Bowman. Bowman's back. And the second is our cornerback, Kenneth Acker. Man, he's been coming up for us. Him on the other side of Tremaine Brock, it's going to be exciting to see. Plus Eric Reed, but they in the backfield. No one's going to be able to pass on us.
Richard, right? You know what? Because we have been looking. I mean, the coaching staff has been looking. Because Dontae may have already failed. We already know Shareece Wright failed. And Keith Reaser is just a little bit lagging. Now, I give Keith a little while longer. I think between now and next season, it could be, unless Tremaine can stay healthy, and maybe even this season, it could be a Reaser and also Acker. They could be the team.
Reaser he's not bad actually for a cornerback. I mean, but I'm so excited because Kenneth Acker had a pick and a breakup against one of the most elite receivers in the NFL, Demaryius Thomas. Man, and he's 6 foot, and Demaryius Thomas is 6'3", so he has a slight edge over him. But picking off Manning, that has to be something, and breaking up that wide open pass to Demaryius Thomas, that has to say something about him, right?
I felt very excited about that because I've been waiting for that part of the secondary to somebody please stand out and shine. Make me feel like I've got nothing to worry about.
Yep.
I actually felt better as soon as they took Shareece Wright off the field anyway. Yeah? Okay. Now
I bet Mel did.
Now give me a cut, man. Who can you get rid of? We're talking about if we're going to get rid of Kendall, we're going to trade him. We're not going to give him away for free, right? But anybody else that stands out huge on your cut list?
Honestly, I didn't focus on my cut list too much, but I really don't care who we give.
Well, who do you really not want to lose?
I don't want to lose Reggie Bush or Jarryd Hayne. I don't know why people are still questioning Hayne about making the team. I mean, I think he secured his spot already here.
It's all PC. Jarrett's not going to get cut. There's too many reasons why, other than even his playing right now, that he's not going to get cut. Okay, Mike Purcell.
Oh, don't get me started with him. And when people see this guy as a second string, you want to think he's a first string. All right, I have a little topic about this. So we have our front seven. It's Mike Purcell, Tank Carradine, or actually, hold on. Our starting front seven, I mean. It's Glenn Dorsey, Ian Williams, Quinton Dio, Ahmad Brooks, possibly if he comes back, Bowman, Will Hoyt, and Corey Liminor. That's just our starters. Now our backups, these are just the stars on backups. We have Mike Purcell, Tank Carradine coming in, Aaron Lynch, and Eli Harold. Come on, who's going to stop us?
See, and it's all about getting in sync, and Jimmy T's going to have them ready, bro. I tell you right now. So, Rich, give me the 3, 2, 1. You give me the holla. 3,
I got you.
2, 1.
Niners!
That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks, Pedro. Great to meet you, fam. And remember, guys, I'll be getting back to you shortly for what I told you earlier. And meanwhile, I'll see you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Ronbo Sports. Search it. You'll find me there hanging out with a bunch of my 49er fam. And that includes you. And don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be with you all 49ers season long. And when I come looking for you, I want you to know. Count me out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have my secrets.
Oh, this little crazy mother.